Welcome back everyone, thank you for joining me once again. My name is Nick, we're on the ZXspectrum 48K and we're looking at Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, published by US Gold in 1987 and based on the movie of the same name, of course, directed by Steven Spielberg in 1984 by Paramount Pictures, which featured Harrison Ford. Now the guy in this doesn't quite look like Harrison Ford, but anyway, in this kind of platformer you must find the Sankara Stones, been stolen from the village by Mola Ram and these evil goons. We must rescue the captured children as well. So here I am with my whip. So it's over different stages. Temple of Doom, the second movie in the franchise after Raiders of the Lost Ark. Whoops, what happened there? I'm not sure if Raiders of the Lost Ark made it to a game. You see my lives in the right there, above the US Gold symbol. The collision detection looks a bit dodgy here. Looks like as a pixel does hit you, then you are dead even if the guy is slightly behind. So there's one kid rescued out of that box, there's two kids rescued out of the box. Now this is the 48K version. I play the 48K versions mainly because I owned a 48K Spectrum, but there is a 128K version, so that might have a bit of Indiana Jones music. This one does not. So fire your whip, lash out on the goons. Oh man, get hit by crazy collision detection and rescue the kids to get to the next stage. So 7 kids held captive, Indy. I'm not digging this at the moment, but it sure looks pretty. I like the graphics in the top there where it says Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. If you're a fan of the movie, which I was, you probably get a bit out of this. Game over. Yeah, game's not quite as good as the movie, but it's sort of like acceptable, despite the collision detection is a bit iffy. So we're in the mines of Mola Ram, and you must not get your heart ripped out. Rescue these kids. It's sort of like an exploration thing. I've got 7 to rescue. Not sure if I'm going to do this. I might put a poke on if I keep dying as easy as this to see if I can get off stage 1. Up and down the ladders, Indy. With these, oops, dearie me, that's not good. I took a bit of a tumble there. Lives 4. It's a great film, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I own them on Blu-ray. Bought them off Amazon actually. Come with Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Last Crusade, and that 4th one, which it's a bit weird. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, yes. Now, there's a few ZXspectrum games that I'm aware of with Indiana Jones. I think The Last Crusade is one of them, and then I think you might go to Atlantis for some reason. That wasn't turned into a film. But at time of recording, get off the bridge. At time of recording, I think they're playing on a 5th Indiana Jones film, which is a bit weird. Harrison Ford must be, I don't know, a bit old now to play that character. But anyway, I'm sure it'll be good, will it? I'm not sure. Now, this game also came out on the Commodore Amiga, which I haven't reviewed yet, the Amstrad CPC, the Atari ST, oh man, Commodore 64, the NES, and also on DOS, I believe. Right. Wave that whip, Indy. Whip it, baby. Right, how many kids have we got to rescue here? We're off a platform. Oh, look at that. It's not quite clear when you fall off a platform. We have to go back to the beginning. Right, now time to put in a poke, I think. In the film, we had to collect 3 of these Sankara Stones. I see next to lives there it says 0, so perhaps we have to collect 1 from each stage. Whip it. He doesn't die. Unfortunately, Indiana Jones hasn't got a gun to shoot people in this. It's all about the whip. He doesn't like snakes. Whip the fuggy guards. 9 kids held captive, Indy. So these reviews are not about expert gameplay, as I always say. It's about how you would have found the game in your first or second go, what the graphics are like, what the sound are like, would you have liked it, would there have been enough there for you to go back and want to play it again. Now, although the game is a little bit tricky, the subject matter and the graphics make me want to go back. So as a kid I would have gone back quite a few times, although it's debatable whether I would have ever got off this first level. I would need a magazine telling me which direction to go in to rescue all the kids, but I think that bit is doable. Right, I don't think this poker's working. My lives are still going down. Anyway, and I've taken a tumble there as well. Conversion by Paragon, it says there. Right. Paramount Pictures did the movie. Harrison Ford, Han Solo, and Deckard in Blade Runner. That's a good film, Blade Runner 2049. It played a bit like a book, 2049, so a few people are fans of action movies where it chucks it at you straight away might not have been a fan at it, but I just like the slow movement of it. Take that, Snake. Right, now, hopefully the poke works this time. I've altered it ever so slightly. Is it going to stay on 5? It stays on... No, it's gone to 4, oh dear. Never mind, let's not worry about that. I'm dying quite quickly here. 3 lives. Ugh. Snakes and ladders are both in this game. Normally they're natural enemies. Ladders hate snakes and snakes hate ladders. But here they are in unison. I'm just mucking about with the poke again. See if we can get this thing working. Right. Oh, look at that. I think it's working now. They're walking past me, these fuggy guards, with their tracksuit bottoms, which I don't think they had in the film. Look like that Adidas tracksuit bottoms. They didn't have that in the film. Maybe they got a sponsorship since that point. Now, this cheat protects me against getting hit by the thugs, but if I fall down, I think I still lose a life. If you complete this one back in the day, let me know. I'm getting the sense it's a game that you're not going to get the most out of it on your first or second go. You're going to have to keep practicing and put in the time. But it sure looks nice. It's a monochrome graphics, but it gets away with that, avoids any colour clash, and it's quite colourful around the border instead, and that's all right, distracts you from the point that the game is monochrome. So that's okay, I'll let it off for that. I've got to play this on the Commodore Amiga though, see how that one plays, to get a note in the book for there. Indiana Jones and the Templar of Doom. Go, Indy, go. It involved that guy from the Goonies who was in this one, Short Round. He played the character there. He was like a gadget man, not like Richard Ayoade. He's completely different. Yes, right. Come on, Indy. He's not moving very quickly here. Looks like he's had a few extra pies. Looks more like Desperate Dan in this than Indiana Jones, but never mind. Indiana Jones was named after his pet dog. Sean Connery's not in this one. He might be in The Last Crusade. He's in the movie The Last Crusade anyway. So I'm going to have to look at some other indie games to see if they play a bit like this. 5 kids left, Indy. So like Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, where he has to rescue kids, so does Indy, as though Michael Jackson isn't at a mine run by the evil Mola Ram. He's versus Mr. Big. Mr. Big, take that, you. Right, I'm getting a bit annoyed that I can't find my way around the map. One last fall and I'm doomed. US Gold, their ports on ZXspectrum, Commodore 64 weren't too bad. On Commodore Amiga, they're often quite hopeless. If they'd done the conversion for the Amiga one, I'm a little bit worried, but they probably have done, haven't they? Also come out on the Atari ST. If you've played those other versions, let me know. How do they play? Do they play quite similarly? And equally, if you've completed the game, how many stages are there? I know he's got to go down a mine shaft. Now, I have read somewhere that when it gets to stage 4, there's like a known bug in this game, and you need to get down a mine shaft to escape, but there's no mine shaft to get down, which is a bit of a shame. I seem to be going around in circles, but hopefully this is giving you a rough idea of if you ever want to play this. It scrolls quite well, it's not flickery too much there. The graphics are good when the guy falls down. I do like those snakes that turn up, but I'm getting a bit lost. I do need a proper map, to be fair. It's pretty good actually. I keep changing my mind, don't I? It's because of the Indiana Jones theme. If it didn't have the Indiana Jones theme, I think I might have struggled to like it, but this is okay. This is going up round about Christmas. You might have watched the Indiana Jones films. I know they come on TV a lot round about this time of year. I wish I had time to watch the movies again. I'll have to make time. I have to make time. Whip the fuggy guards. So that must be about four kids left to capture. Right. Come on. They've got some great food in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, including chilled monkey brains. I don't think anyone eats those. Why would you want to eat chilled monkey brains? I mean, only if there's no fish fingers left, but it'd be certainly my last thing left in the fridge. Open it up. Fish fingers, no. Chicken, no. Chilled monkey brains, well, it'll have to be that then. If I was on the show Come Dine With Me, where it's a show on, I think, Channel 4, where complete strangers meet up for dinner throughout the week in each person's house, and they have to mark them out of 10. Whoever scores the most gets £1,000. I think I'd serve chilled monkey brains. I think they'd love that. Anyway, whip that snakey. He doesn't like rats either, does he? Rats and snakes I don't think he likes. Actually, he doesn't mind rats, but he hasn't got a pet rat. Go, Indy, go. Right, 8 kids again. 7. Where are they? Mola Ram. If you are Mola Ram, then comment below. I used to think he was a dentist with a name like that, but anyway, he isn't. He's some enemy person that's stolen the Sankara Stones from the villages. I think it might make him immortal or something like that. Anyway, they glow gold. My favourite movie was Raiders of the Lost Ark, the first one. Temple of Doom was good. Actually, I like them all. Even that one where people hate, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull with the ridiculous name. I even like that one too. Go, Indy. Oh, I just want to watch all the movies now straight away. I hope you do. If you're watching these live as they go up, another video went up today called Mag Max. I think I prefer this game to Aqua Squad. It's a little bit more fun, a little more going on. And what could be better than controlling Indiana Jones? Yeah, me and Mr. Jones. Go, Willie, complete the game. I like this bit here, but that's going nowhere. He don't seem to be able to drop too far. He drops just one little bit, and then it's Doomsville. So even with a poke on there, for not getting killed by the Fuggy guards, I think this would have infuriated me as a kid. I don't think I would have completed this at all. But, you know, practice makes perfect, normally. I prefer driving games. Is there an Indiana Jones driving game where he has to, like, outrun Nazis in their jeeps? Well, actually, that'd be a good game, that. That'd be a great game. You know those action sequences where Indiana Jones is trying to escape the Nazis in their motorbikes and tanks and stuff? That'd be a great old racing game. Make that, someone, if you haven't already. Now, that's the sort of Indiana Jones game I want to see. Or Indiana Jones karting, where you're playing short round, Mola Ram, those Nazi boys with their melty faces in Raiders of the Lost Ark. That'd be a good one as well. Get working. It's all about the licensing, though. Indiana Jones, the film, 1984. This game, 1987. Really inspired the imagination as a kid. That sort of like movie. All good. Harrison Ford was on fire back then. Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Blade Runner, excellent. I was in The Fugitive a bit later on. I like that one as well with Richard Kimball. But yeah, I like the sci-fi ones the best. And then he got a bit bored of that and just kept asking directors to kill his character, i.e. Han Solo, is died. But those sequel films, they weren't great, were they? They had some action bits in there. Already people are saying scrap those and remake the sequels. I don't know if that's the right way to go. But it's all about TV shows now for Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and various other spin-offs planned. Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's a Jedi woman, Asana Toko, whatever her name is. Yeah, the Rogue Squadron one. 4 kids left, held captive as Indiana Jones walks around as we talk aimlessly about Star Wars. I can't find anyone about there. Where are they? Where are these kids in their packing crates? Where are you? Where are you? Oh man, they never die, those guys. They just go down to you. Well, fall off. There's Mola Ram. Mola Ram turns out every now and again to throw fireballs at you, so watch out for him. You don't want to mess with his stupidity. 3 lives. Oops. Oh, it's going to be 2 lives now, isn't it? Because I can't fall down that sort of like distance. Where are these crates? There's a few other. There's 4 kids left somewhere. Oh man. Where are they? Oh, I think that's it, is it? Oh, that might be it. Anyway, I hope you liked having a look at that one. It's fairly good because of the subject matter, but very, very difficult as well as you find the Sankara Stones. Overall, okay, I would say. Would have gone back to it a little bit, but not a great deal. Probably after I've watched the film, to be fair. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, published by US Gold in 1987 on the 48K, based on the film by Steven Spielberg of 1984. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, Indiana Jones, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.